Dale Carnegie says, instead of worrying about what people say of you, why not spend time in doing something splendid that makes them admire you? So ladies and gentlemen, evaluation is an effort in that direction to see that all of us do well through the points that are made out here. The meeting started very well on time. I'm glad to note that, because most of our meetings back home, before the president, that is at Garden City Speakers Forum, we used to start a little bit late. But after Preeti took over, it was simply splendid. Every meeting started on time. And that credit goes even to Bangalore Toastmasters Club. So let's give a round of applause for starting the meeting. Very first essential for effective communication is starting the meeting on time. And it was started off by the Sergeant at Arms in a wonderful way. He kept on the topic, on the theme of the day, and then introduced the President of Garden City Speakers Forum, Preeti, in a very wonderful manner. In fact, if you can introduce a person in an effective manner, that will take you leaps and bounds higher in your levels of communication. Practice this 1 hour and you will be a superb communicator. And I think the Sergeant at Arms did a splendid job there in introducing the introducing the President of Garden City Speakers Forum, who spoke beautifully well on the theme of the day and handed over charge to the President Godfrey, Toastmaster Godfrey of Bangalore Toastmasters Club, and that too was a great introduction, wonderful introductions. I find this, of course, I have very few words to talk about the quality of Bangalore Toastmasters Club, because I know they were our brethren, and thank God I used to feel happy on every Friday for one reason, not necessarily meeting the same brethren. All of us were one as Garden City Speakers Forum, and we used to meet in Kaveri Continental, Hotel Kaveri Continental. It was not for the meeting on Fridays that I was longing for. It was the meeting after the meetings, when we used to meet at Boring Institute for you know what it is. So ladies and gentlemen, thank God it is Friday that we are meeting for excelling in communication, and I always look forward to Fridays, because this is one day when we actually get an opportunity to speak. And let me tell you, I have heard a lot of seminars from this stage. I have attended a lot of discourses here, but I have never had the opportunity of standing on this stage and speaking. And many of you are doing it on a regular basis, and it goes in speaking credit of you. So let's give a round of applause to all the speakers of the day. Let me give a great round of applause to all the speakers who have donned the stage today. Now, evaluation is a personal opinion. You don't have to really get worried about it. What you have to do is, like Dale Carnegie says, do something to accomplish, spend time in doing something better than what you have done before. And I think that is what we are doing here every week after week on Fridays. And great meeting in all. In fact, I'm really thrilled that Garden City and Bangalore Toastmasters have come together. I do not know if it is for the first time, but I feel really superb and nostalgic, because I know the stalwarts in this club, Toastmaster Robinson, Toastmaster Claudius Pereira, simply superb speakers, and Toastmaster, we have John Bosco Abraham, right? Really great speakers. You haven't heard them. If you hear them, you will simply get floored, right? Because normally it is the seniors who take a backstage. You give them an opportunity every now and then to get enthused, to get encouraged, to get motivated. That's what you do. And I appreciate this fact of getting together after a very long time. And I also appreciate the fact that Bangalore Toastmasters Club has been incidental in the exponential growth of Toastmasters movement in Bangalore. Although Garden City was the first club in Bangalore, in India, it was Bangalore Toastmasters which set this momentum in place, and the pace took off. And we do not know how many clubs there are today. And it's a district. Great, simply splendid. I think I really give credit to this club. Shall we give a round of applause for that? I have not got this opportunity to share this view any time before. And today I've been called as general manager. I felt I should say this because people here should feel proud of it. Should feel as we feel proud of being members of Garden City Speakers Forum, that we were the first club chartered with the Toastmasters International. You should feel proud that you are the people who set this momentum in great pace, in motion. Splendid. And now we will get back to the meeting. The President Godfrey introduced the Toastmaster. Every one of you were right on dot about, thank God it is Friday. You will never, wavered when talking about the theme of the day. Splendid. I don't want to individually talk about the great points that each one of you brought out, but it is simply superb that we stuck to the theme, and the Toastmaster of the day was introduced again in a wonderful manner by the President of Bangalore Toastmasters Club, that is President Godfrey. Superb introduction, and I think it was simply superb. Now we will go back to the Toastmaster of the day after we actually go through the prepared speeches. The prepared speech session, all of us really know, prepared speeches are what will actually motivate us and let us perform better even in our impromptu speaking skills. The more we prepare, the more we do it very often, the better we become in impromptu speaking as well. And the first speaker of the day in the prepared speech session was Toastmaster Avinash, and he was presenting Project 10, which is a milestone in the Toastmasters movement. It is the milestone because you complete the first manual called the Competent Communicators Manual. This is for the information of the guests who are sitting here. And once you accomplish this, you will be known as a great speaker. In fact, it takes several steps to reach that stage. And he has done before I present my opinion, let's have the views of the individual evaluator, Toastmaster Mangal Karma.